Hey guys, this case was sent to me and it's got me all kinds of mad. All kinds of just pissed off. This guy here on the screen, his name is Jordan Sorenson. He is a sex offender. On January 27th, he drove to Arizona to meet up with a 14-year-old girl that he had met on TikTok. She didn't want to leave with him, but he promised that if she didn't, bad things were going to happen to her. Anyway, he drove her up to Utah. The authorities found her in his basement. I don't need to fill in the blanks on the things that happened to her while she was there, but it's bad. It is bad. I don't know what it's going to take for the people that make the laws to realize that they cannot manage these people outside of a prison setting. He was already on the sex offender list. He was already on the list. He's already registered. I believe he took his ankle monitor off to go down to Arizona and get her. There was definitely some grooming going on. He's a bad, bad person. He'll never see the light of day again, but how many children have to suffer before it gets to that point? Let's look at this clip together. Please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this because I just think it's absolutely disgusting.
Light is being shed on the disturbing case in which an Arizona teen was taken from her home and rescued several days later in Utah. 26-year-old Jordan Sorenson was arrested and charged in connection with this incident. Court documents say Sorenson initially met the victim on TikTok, where they exchanged messages. Eventually, the two switched to using Snapchat before arranging a meetup at the end of January. I have with me a map of the southwestern part of the U.S., and according to these court documents, it says for that meetup, Sorenson left his home in West Valley City. This is a suburb of Salt Lake City. He then traveled all the way down to Mojave County in Arizona, the northwestern part of the state. This is where he met the victim and put her cell phone on airplane mode. He then traveled to Las Vegas, where he bought the victim a new cell phone as well as new clothing before returning to his home all the way back near Salt Lake City. The arrest records claim Sorenson, a registered sex offender, sexually assaulted the victim every day before Utah authorities were able to rescue the teen. Investigators say the victim was too afraid to leave because she thought Sorenson could track her. With big events happening in the state, teen safety advocates say this is a time predators make their moves.
It's very common. As a parent of 4 teenage girls, it's frightening.
Katie McPherson, a digital wellness advocate, says education is key for kids.
When anybody asks you to change from one platform to the other, that's a huge red flag.
It's also important for parents themselves to be informed. Websites like smartsocial.com provide a list and summary of all the popular apps teens use. And the app Bark, which McPherson works for, allows parents to monitor their kids' social media activity.
So if somebody's like, let's meet up, that's going to be a safety alert. If someone's like, I want to, hurt you, that's going to be an alert. If a student is saying, I don't want to be here anymore and is in distress, that's going to alert. So we alert in 17 different categories.
Sorenson is charged with aggravated kidnapping and rape. Now, during this incident, he was on probation after being convicted of aggravated sexual extortion back in 2020.